As regards provisions in Kent, the government has consistently ensured that provisions are being made in Kent for whatever may be the result on the 1st of January next year. And this is absolutely the right thing to do, and the government is continuing to do that. As regards testing, well, I think one has to be reasonable about this. And I wasn't here last week because I was awaiting a test. And that's quite right, that people who have family members who have developed symptoms must self-isolate. And her right honourable friend, the right honourable gentleman, the Leader of the Opposition, also did the right thing in self-isolating until the test result came back. We all have an obligation to try and stop a dangerous disease spreading. But the issue of testing is one where we have gone from a disease that nobody knew about a few months ago to one where nearly 250,000 people a day can be tested. And the Prime Minister is expecting that to go up to 500,000 people a day by the end of October. And instead of this endless carping, saying it's difficult to get them, we should actually celebrate this phenomenal success of the British nation in getting up to 250,000 tests of a disease that nobody knew about until earlier in the year. That is a success of our scientists, our health experts, and of our administration. And yes, there's demand for more. Yes, supply exceeds demand exceeds supply, but it is growing. The supply is increasing, and what has been done is really rather remarkable and something we should be proud of. And finally, on the division yesterday, well, that's the great thing about being here physically. We had a fallback plan so we could all get through the lobbies. Just think, if we'd all been remote, the business would have fallen. We would not have got the business through the House. Well, there's some cackling from the opposition benches. The opposition benches seem to think that when technology fails, we have even more technology, whereas actually good, trusty turning up and saying aye and nay worked extraordinarily well.
I'm not quite sure it's that easy, but anyway. Just to say that we've got Ian Littlegranger awaiting us. Ian Littlegranger.
Mr Speaker, thank you. I will take one small issue about the Honourable Member Pugsley. He didn't go back before the 16th century, and I do wish my Honourable friend a little bit about King Alfred. As my Honourable friend knows, that earthquakes in Somerset are extremely rare, but there was a big one last December, just before the County Council in Somerset launched their bid to become a unitary, and it made houses shake across the region. Was it the ghost of King Alfred, my honourable friend? You may wonder, rotating in his grave, about the petty mindlessness and stupidity of the County Council. Will my honourable friend, right honourable friend, give us a debate and to actually say that the plan put forward by the district councils to reunite our wonderful county of Somerset and allow our famous king to rest in peace is worthy of government time?
Leader of the House.
Mr Speaker, May 878, the Battle of Edington. It is from that battle, Mr Speaker, and the defeat of Guthrum that the British nation, the United Kingdom, was founded. Without that, we would probably all be speaking Danish. And it is thanks to King Alfred, who of course laid his plans on the Somerset levels. And we should always remember that our great nation comes from Somerset, and Somerset should always be at the centre of our nation's thinking, and it is one great united county. And Ted Heath's chopping it up in 1974 caused me dyspepsia as a 5-year-old and continues to cause me dyspepsia now. Somerset is a great county, and the more united, the better.
Just to say, we do like virtual from Somerset. Tommy Shepherd, leader and SNP spokesperson. Not leader, but SNP spokesperson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and good to be here after so many months of absence to be able to discuss matters